drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like this coat up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, dude, I should be running Peter.
Oh, the new album Camp by Childish Gambino. Donald Glover tears it up. But time to get to my picks for the week, NFL style. You know how I do it. This week we have, starting off tomorrow, Thursday night game, the New York Jets against the Denver Broncos. Ooh, who to pick. I'm actually doing these picks live with you. I wish I could show you my screen, because I got my Yahoo picks up. Currently sitting at... I had a horrible last week. I think I went 8-8. Sitting at 86 and 60. Total points 86. Ranked 41,465. 61st overall. Alright, well, we got the Jets at Denver. I'm liking the Jets, but I'm picking Denver. Because I think the Jets, everyone's figured them out now. Yeah, they're tough, they're physical, but they're not very good. They're like the Ravens on offense. They're a lot like the Ravens. Good on paper, not good on the field. Mark Sanchez, not very good. He hasn't been leading a team. It's been about the defense and the running game, and now that LT's out, Sean Green has been missing for about the whole season now. And Tim Tebow and the Broncos have the momentum. They've won, 2 straight? And they can run the ball. They don't need to pass it against the Jets. And the Jets are going to allow them to run. And I think Tebow, I'm going to say he has more than 2 completions this game. Throwing the screens, not too much on the deep ball, and throwing it Cromartie's way. You don't want to throw it Reeves' way, especially with Tim Tebow. But I'm picking the Broncos to win this one. I'll go ahead and make that click. And fantasy starters out of that game. I would sit Sanchez. Denver's got a good young defense. I would sit Sanchez. I would start Edwards. Maybe it's like your third receiver. Same as Holmes. Holmes is usually a good start. He'll have a field day against, well, not field day, but he'll have a good day against Champ Bailey. Aaron Decker, he's Tebow's main guy. And then I would start, that's about it. I wouldn't start Tebow. Tebow wins games, but he doesn't win you fantasy football games, as you've probably already noticed. Cleveland and Jacksonville. I'm giving this one to Blaine Gabbert. At Cleveland, by the way. I'm giving this one to Jacksonville. Hand the ball off to Jones-Drew. Cleveland's kind of fallen off ever since Peyton Hillis got the Madden curse this year. Not doing good. Colt McCoy, he doesn't really make plays. I still think he's too short to be an NFL quarterback. But you never know. Detroit against Carolina. Now, I'm picking Detroit, but that one could go either way. I'm really pissed off about how the Lions have just fallen in quicksand. Quick. They've lost the last 2 games. They got destroyed by Chicago. And, man, Megatron, they're not getting the ball to Megatron. If I was Jim Schwartz, I would be throwing to Megatron 1 every 5 passes. That guy's a beast. Cam Newton, it's going to be interesting to see him against this D-line. Great D-line for the Lions, except when it comes to running the ball. I predict Cam Newton to get some rushing yards. I'm thinking I want to say 75, but that's high, but I'm saying 75. Could go ahead and say it. Steve Smith, he's a solid receiver. He'll get a touchdown. I'm thinking this one's going to be a close one. It'll definitely be fourth quarter decision, but I'm still going to give it to Detroit. Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Battle of the Bay. Yeah, giving it to Green Bay. Going 9-0. Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't know. I can't say anything without it being a repeat. Aaron Rodgers is leading the team. He can throw to any receivers, any of his tight ends. They don't even run the ball and they still win. They're the opposite of the Broncos. He can hand it off. They don't do anything. He'll just throw. They'll have 11 DBs back there. He'll still throw a touchdown. And they have great route runners. I know Aaron Rodgers, he's blown up, but they have great route runners. Greg Jennings, Donald Driver, Jermichael Finley, Jordy Nelson, even the rookie Cobb. I think Randall Cobb in there. Great receiving core. But Tampa Bay, Josh Freeman, he's good. I see him putting up a fight for the first half, but I think it'll be a blowout in the second half. Green Bay is always good. Green Bay's good all game, but the second half they just turn it up. Another ugly. We got Buffalo, Miami. Buffalo's been falling off the wagon, but I'm still picking them. Miami, yeah, you're on a 2-game win streak, but those are the only 2 games you've won all season. So, Ryan Fitzpatrick got your contract. Now it's time to act like it and play like it. Buffalo just run the ball with Fred Jackson. They got away from the run. Just run the ball with Fred Jackson. And Miami run the ball with Reggie Bush. Matt Moore's actually surprised me. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, managing the game, taking the rare throws down the field. Just be smart with it and don't turn the ball over. That's all you gotta do. Oakland and Minnesota. I actually, since this is all on the top of my head, I don't even know if Darren McFadden is playing in this one. But I hope he is, because he's a beast. I'm picking Oakland over Minnesota. I like Christian Ponder. He's doing good. I know I've said it in the other video. But Christian Ponder will be a good quarterback years to come. He already is showing brightness, even though they got murdered by the Packers. He's already showing signs. But Oakland, my boy CP3. Oh, dang. I'm going to trademark that. Chris Paul, step aside. It's Carson Palmer time. I'll definitely be wearing my, now you could say, retro Bengals Palmer jersey on Sunday as the Oakland Raiders go to Minnesota and take on the Vikings. And it's going to be a W for Oakland. Oakland, I'm picking to come out of the division first. The Broncos, they're giving the Chargers a race for second place. That's going to be interesting. I need to speed it up because I got it. Okay. Dallas and Washington. I've been wrong with Dallas all year, I feel like. But I'm picking Dallas to beat Washington. And if they lose this game, then I'm going to come up with it and then pick the opposite. Because they have no excuses for losing to Washington. They got better quarterback play. They got better D-line. They got a better defense. They got a better receiving core. Yeah, they do. Better receiving core. Better running game. They're better on all phases. I'm smart move going back to Rex Grossman. I'm not saying that sarcastically. I like Rex Grossman. He can play very, I don't want to say underrated, but underappreciated, I think, is more the better term. He's a good quarterback. He's not your flashy guy. He's not going to put up these numbers. He's a game manager, but he can do it. he's just a little too pressured. Because that O-line. Baltimore, Cincinnati. Cincinnati got close to the Steelers, to beating the Steelers, and I'm picking them. I'm going to pick them to beat Baltimore. Baltimore's kind of, I mean, they're a good team, but they're not showing it all the time. They need to stick to the run. Ray Rice barely got some carries last game. They need to stick to the run past second. That's what they should do. That's what the Jets should do. But for some reason this season, they just aren't doing that. Maybe it's because they've been getting behind early. I have no idea. Maybe they changed the playbook. Maybe they want... Now, Flacco's a better quarterback than Sanchez. So, Baltimore should pass more. But, you know that saying, like, show your strengths and hide your weaknesses? You got to show the run game and hide your lack of quarterback play at the passing game, I think. And I'm picking Cincinnati. Dalton's doing great. Green, I think he's still injured. But, I mean, Cincinnati's got a good young defense, too. Good young defense. St. Louis and Seattle. Now, after last game, Seattle actually won. So I have no idea who to pick. Except I'm going with Seattle. Tavares Jackson, you're my boy, bro. You're my boy. Number 7. Oh no, buzzer beater. Ooh. Yeah, Tavares Jackson against Sam Bradford. Don't watch this game. Don't watch it. Just watch the highlights during halftime. Because it's going to be a boring game. Good battle of the running backs, though. I will give you that. Marshawn Lynch against Steven Jackson. Now, I think Seattle's got to come out and attack. They got to come out, not worry about making mistakes, and just try and put points on the board quick. Because St. Louis is that team that Sam Bradford can run the 2-minute drill. He can throw he can throw the ball vertically, and they can score quick points. Now, a contender, San Fran against Arizona. The 49ers, I didn't want to believe it. But whenever they beat the Giants, I have to believe it. They're real. They're not like the Bills. The Bills are pretenders. What was that other team that's a pretender? What was that other team that was a pretender? Let me look. Pretender. Oh, Detroit. Detroit's the other pretender. Oh my God. They're hiding Alex Smith with the great defensive play, but Alex Smith is actually slinging the rock, and he's doing great at it. Not turning the ball over, winning games. It's crazy. This is a crazy league. I'm running out of time here, so I gotta speed it up. I'm picking Atlanta over Tennessee. Tennessee is not doing too good. Atlanta, Matt Ryan, I expect him to have a big day against that lack of a defense they have there with the Titans uniforms on. Chicago, San Diego. Picking Chicago. San Diego's been playing sloppy, and although they're usually good in November, they're not doing too good this November. Giants and Philly. I'm picking Giants simply because I don't think Vic's starting. He's got some broken ribs. Eli Manning is an elite quarterback, and the Giants will win this one by 10 to 17 points, somewhere in that range. And last game of the week, New England versus Kansas City. I'm picking New England. Simple as that. I also want to say Matt Schaub is injured. Matt Leinart is in. I'm excited. And go visit my brother's website, The Energy Tank. And you can read all the information there. Very good website. It's like a blog. Great stuff. And he's also got a YouTube channel, The Energy Tank. And follow me on Twitter, FirstCaptain17. Thank you. What? I thought it was 15-minute limit. Ah, YouTube is just so confusing. Nah, I just trolled myself. Thanks, YouTube, for trolling me.